parsing. So there are total, is it visible, the whiteboard?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So here you have three things, right? First thing is SLR parsing, that is simple LR. Second thing is CLR parsing, that is called as canonical LR. Now it has look ahead symbol 1. So it is also called as LR1 parsing. This indicates the number of look aheads which we are using in the method. So this CLR parsing is also called as LR1 parsing. This SLR parsing is also called as LR0 parsing because we are not using any number of look ahead symbol. And the last is LALR parsing. This is also this LALR is also stands for look ahead LR parsing, where it's just an optimized parsing technique of CLR parsing, right? So for doing LALR, you should know a CLR, okay, and for doing CLR, you should know SLR. So these things are interrelated. We are going to start with LR0 parsing. Now I want to tell you that what we are doing. So this belongs to bottom-up parsing. Right now we are doing bottom-up parsing, right? All of जो अभी ध्यान रख रहे हैं उसके लिए bottom-up parsing method, हम जो bottom-up parsing technique हम use कर रहे हैं उसमें this is one of the technique. In bottom-up parsing technique, what we do is we take input string and we get starting symbol. If we are able to get starting symbol right from this input string with this all reduction steps, that means the string is accepted by this particular the given grammar. Okay, so one of the technique we have learned, which was shift reduce parsing. It was not technique, but it was just a what you can say that it was kind of a methodology where that methodology will follow in this also, right? So using this LR parsing technique, you will be able to know, those who know that what is shift and reduce, right? In LRK parsing or LR0 parsing, you will be able to know at what exactly, at what step you have to do what, right? So, and that is why for achieving that, right, for avoiding confusion, जैसे हमने अभी तक का जो शिफ्ट रिड्यूसर का पार्सिंग किया था, ठीक है, it was id plus id into id. So one of the step was that you are not able to figure out that whether to shift the symbol onto the stack or whether to reduce. So at that point of time, you were using your intuition, and if suppose your intuition is wrong, that so you have to backtrack all your parsing steps, and then you have to again do it. You have to redo your parsing steps. So but in this, what will happen? You will have one parsing table, right? Like in LL1 parsing technique, you were having one parsing table, so that by using some of the combination, by using top of the stack and coming input symbol, you will be able to figure out that this step, what you have to do, whether you have to shift the symbol onto the stack or you have to reduce it to a non-terminal symbol. So basically, why we are following this technique, we are following this technique for avoiding this shift reduce conflict, reduce conflict, and at what step what you need to do, whether to shift or whether to reduce, or what step you need to follow, right? And for that what you have to do, so आपको किस तरह से आएगा, तो आपको एक ग्रामर दिया होगा. Suppose grammar is, will take one very common example. All of you please write this. Suppose this is your grammar, E gives E plus T. Now because this is bottom up parsing technique, even if you are not doing left recursion, if you will not remove left recursion or left factoring, then also it would be fine. So I want all of you to write this grammar. I know I am expecting too much, but I wish that you write it so that it will be more clear to you. Now this, both the product, you can write like this also, like /t, but we are writing like this because our steps will be like that. Okay. This is our grammar. So this will be given to you, right? And one string will be given to you. That this grammar is given to you and this string is given to you using bottom-up parsing technique or using LR0 parsing technique or using SLR parsing technique. Check whether this given grammar can parse this string or not. Or maybe string is not given to you. Only grammar will be given to you. And you will be told to find whether the given grammar is LR0 grammar or not, or SLR grammar or not. So in that case, what you have to do, you need to follow the steps which I am going to tell you right now, and then you have to make a parsing table out of it, right? So initially what you have to do, you have to see the grammar, right? And then you have to जो भी production है आपको वो अलग कर देना है production, and you have to expand it like this. So you'll be given like this: e gives e plus t slash t. So you have to like e gives e plus t, e gives t. So 2 times you have to write like this. Okay. Till now, is it clear? So algorithm is there, but right now we are directly solving the example and then we'll see the algorithm. This way it will be more easier for you to understand. Till now, is it clear? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. Now what you have to do next? Next you have to augment this grammar. Now why you have to augment this grammar? Because you will be able to know that exactly at this step or this parsing is finished, right? So you will add one more production, right? You will add one more production and you will write like this: e dash gives e, right? And then you will write the other steps, right? So here you have added this particular production. Till now, is it clear? This production you have added. Now there are 2 things that you have to remember, right? There are 2 operations in this particular, just a second. There are 2 operations. One operation is called as closure, right? Closure operation, and second operation is called as goto operation, right? Closure operation means what steps we need to, what productions we need to include, right? If we are having this. And goto operation means it's, where you have to go, right? That means at which production, suppose if this is the state and this is the symbol, right? Then on which state you have to go. Are you getting this? So as and when we will do, it will be more clear to you. Right now you need to understand these 2 operations. One is closure operation and one is goto operation. So right now we are going to make I0 set, right? So how to make I0 set? I0 set will be, you can say that it's a first state. You have learned this state and state diagrams, right? You all know. So this is I0 set. Okay. In I0 set, you need to add augmented grammar, and then you have to put a dot, right? Now what this dot symbol is, right? So dot symbol means that after dot, if this non-terminal symbol is there, then whatever productions you have with starting with this non-terminal symbol, you have to include all those productions, right? So here this dot is important. This dot means you have to traverse this dot from starting from this to this. Okay, so right now this dot is here, and after this dot, suppose there is a non-terminal symbol. आपने क्या किया अभी तक? आपको ग्रामर दिया है, ठीक है? I'll explain it again. आपको ग्रामर दिया है, ठीक है? And then you are making I0 set, initial stage, right? So you are going to add one production that is called as augmented production, and with E dash. E dash, you can put any another non-terminal symbol also. E dash gives dot E. This dot E and E dash both are different, right? This dot E is a starting non-terminal symbol of the given gram. Till now, is it clear? Say yes or no. Okay. Now, what you have to do, you have to start this dot from here. And if after this dot there is a non-terminal symbol, then in this particular production, in this particular set, you have to include those productions which are having symbol as this, right? So this E after dot, E is there. E is a non-terminal symbol. So you have to see your original grammar and see whether any productions are there which are having this E non-terminal symbol in the left side. So there are two non-terminal symbols. Okay. So now we are going to write here E gives dot E plus T. Now whatever productions you are including, you all have to, so this is kind of a pointer. You all have to include this dot before writing this production, right? And the another one is E gives dot T. Okay, now which productions you have included? You have included two productions. Okay, now again you have to see this production also. You cannot just see this first production. You have to see another two production. In another two production, you have to see that after this dot, any non-terminal symbol is there or right? So in this dot, there is a non-terminal symbol E. But you have already included these two productions. So you do not have to include it again. Are you getting this? Say yes or no. Yes. Now, if you see this another production, dot T, right? So in dot T, what you have, in dot T, you have not included productions of T. So you have to see this production, right? You have to see original grammar and see whether any productions are there which starts from this. So there are another two productions. So you are going to include this productions also in your I0 set. So it would be T cross F. Okay, till now is it clear? Now again you are going to see another two production. This T gives dot T cross F and T gives dot F. Now TK productions already hai. Okay, TK productions already hai. You do not have to go for another one. But after dot this F is there. So you again have to include productions which are having F. So again you are going to include these two productions. Now after in this two production, after dot, what you have? After dot, what do you have? Terminal symbol. So there is no need to expand it, right? There is no need to expand it because terminal symbols are non-expandable symbols. So you do not have to expand this because it is after dot, you do not have to expand it. And this is also, it is having ID. It is again a terminal symbol. So terminal symbols are non-expandable. So here also you are not going to. So this is your I0 set, right? This set will be called as I0 set. This I0 set is clear to you? You might be feeling that, I0 set is same set as an original production, just you have included this augmented production. बाकी सारा सेट सेम है. ऐसा नहीं है, सारा सेट सेम इसलिए है ताकि यहाँ पे आप जब भी क्लोजर ऑपरेशन कर रहे हो, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज क्लोजर ऑपरेशन व्हेन यू आर एक्सपेंडिंग, व्हेन यू आर इंक्लूडिंग ऑल द प्रोडक्शन आफ्टर डॉट. तो जब भी आप क्लोजर ऑपरेशन कर रहे हो, जैसे यहाँ पे डॉट टी है तो आपने दो करे इंक्लूड, यहाँ पे डॉट एफ है तो एफ के दो करे, तो ऐसे करते करते पूरा प्रोडक्शन, पूरा ग्रामर इस I0 सेट में आ गया है. बाकी ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि आपका जो ओरिजिनल ग्रामर है और आपका जो I0 सेट है वो दोनों सेम रहे. ठीक है, इट मे बी पॉसिबल दैट सम ऑफ द प्रोडक्शन मे नॉट बी इन योर I0 सेट इफ इट इज नॉट इफ इट इज मतलब आपके उसमें वो नहीं हो रहा है, क्लोजर ऑपरेशन में वो नॉन टर्मिनल सिंबल नहीं आ रहा है. सपोज यहाँ पे एक और प्रोडक्शन है डी गिव समथिंग, और यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी आपका डॉट के बाद डी नहीं आ रहा है, तो इट मे पॉसिबल कि आपका जो डी वाला प्रोडक्शन है वो आपके I0 सेट में नहीं हो, right? So though it in this particular grammar, in this particular example, I0 set is same, but in every example it is not possible. It may be possible that the productions are lesser than the original one. Are you getting this? I am going little bit slower because this is important. Clear. Okay, now we need to start with I0 set, right? Now there are, turn by turn we need to do. Once you have done closure operation, now it is, abhi go to ka turn. So now the next you will be doing is go to operation. Now go to operation in what? Go to operation on I0 set, right? So go to operation on I0 set. So go to I0 and you have to start with the first production, right? What is your first production? Your first production is this. What you have to do, you need to, आपका जो ये पूरा प्रोडक्शन है, ठीक है, अब मतलब एवरी, अगर आपका जो टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक है और आपका जो वो ई है, तो आपका कौन सा पॉसिबिलिटी है, ठीक है? तो अभी ई डॉट है, मतलब ई खत्म हो गया, उसके बाद कौन सा पॉसिबिलिटी है? तो पूरा मतलब आपको जैसे यहाँ पे आपने किया ई है, तो आपके टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक ई है, फिर ई डॉट प्लस, फिर ई प्लस डॉट, फिर ई प्लस टी डॉट. सो पूरा जब तक डॉट पूरा आपका यहाँ से यहाँ नहीं आ जाता है, तब तक आपको उसका गो टू ऑपरेशन करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे आपका डॉट कहाँ है? यहाँ पे आपका डॉट है स्टार्टिंग में, ठीक है? आपका डॉट के पीछे क्या है? कौन सा सिंबल है फर्स्ट प्रोडक्शन में? What is the symbol? Which non-terminal symbol you have after dot in first production in I0 set? In I0 set में dot के पीछे आपका है E. I am not talking about first color right now. So dot, this non-terminal symbol E is there. Okay, so here what you are going to do, you are going to write I0 comma E, right? So if you write I0 comma E, what you will get? You will get E dash gives E dot. आपका ये आप E का जो dot है, that you are going to move that dot, right? So यहाँ का dot जो है वो यहाँ आ गया, ठीक है? So और कौन से ई और कौन सी जगह पे है? सो ये सेकंड प्रोडक्शन में भी ई, ठीक है? सो यहाँ पे भी आप करोगे ई गिव्स ई डॉट प्लस टी. पता चल रहा है? I0 कॉमा ई. सो I0 कॉमा ई मीन्स डॉट के तुरंत इमीडिएट जहां जहां ई है वो सभी जो डॉट है वो मूव होंगे फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर, राइट? यू आर हैविंग टू प्रोडक्शंस व्हिच आर हैविंग ई आफ्टर इमीडिएटली आफ्टर डॉट, सो दैट इज व्हाई दिस टू प्रोडक्शंस आर मूव्ड. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? Or should I explain it again? Got it?
हेलो मैम.
Yes.
मैम इतना सही से समझ नहीं आ रही है, एक बार फिर से बताओ.
क्या?
ये इतना अच्छे से समझ नहीं आ रहा.
हाँ, सो इसमें क्या किया आपने? गो टू किया. ये I0 तो क्लियर है ना?
यस मैम.
अभी आपको क्या करना है? आपको यहाँ पे I0 जहाँ पे है I0 सेट, तो वहां से आपको क्या करना है कि ये what we are doing, we are making different states right now. This is I0 is one state, राइट अभी आपका जो भी पार्सिंग होगा उसमें अगर आपका जो इनपुट सिंबल है वो I0 स्टेट में है तो I0 स्टेट में अगर अपकमिंग इनपुट सिंबल सपोज आपके टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक में सपोज नॉन टर्मिनल सिंबल है तो वो आगे कौन से स्टेट में जाएगा उसके लिए हम बना रहे हैं। ठीक है, ये सारे जो भी हम सेट बना रहे हैं कैनोनिकल सेट बोलते हैं उसको, तो ये हम सेट क्यों बना रहे हैं ताकि हमको उसका आगे का प्रिडिक्शन पता चले कि जब भी हम पार्सिंग कर रहे हो तो कहाँ से शिफ्ट करना है कहाँ से रिड्यूस करना है। तो अभी ये जो सेकंड I0 आपका बन गया है, अभी I0 में से क्या क्या पॉसिबिलिटी है। ठीक है, I0 सेट में यहाँ से यहाँ पे आपका पॉइंटर है तो I0 में E अगर एज एन इनपुट आ रहा है तो उसका क्या पॉसिबिलिटी है, वो कौन से स्टेट में जाएगा। फिर I0 स्टेट में है और अपकमिंग इनपुट सिंबल सपोज T है तो क्या उसका स्टेट हो। ठीक है, तो वो हम कर रहे हैं। तो अभी हमने क्या किया है, यू हैव स्टार्टेड, अभी डॉट के पीछे सपोज E है तो यू हैव स्टार्टेड विद E, सो I0 कॉमा E। तो अभी I0 कॉमा E जो है तो यहाँ पे आपने ये डॉट यहाँ से होके यहाँ पे मूव किया, अभी ये प्रोडक्शन आपका खत्म हो गया, इसके आगे और कोई पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं। ठीक है, अभी इसमें और कहाँ पे E है तो यहाँ पे सेकेंड प्रोडक्शन में E है। ठीक है, तो यहाँ का डॉट आपने क्या किया, E गिव्स E डॉट प्लस T। तो यहाँ पे आपने अपना डॉट लिखा, आपने E एक उसको मूव किया, अभी आपका नेक्स्ट होगा प्लस। आर यू गेटिंग दिस? अभी और क्या करेंगे कि गो टू और क्लोजर, दो ऑपरेशन। तो अभी ये मूव किया, उसके बाद में हम देखेंगे कि डॉट के जो इमीडिएट पीछे कोई नॉन टर्मिनल सिंबल है कि अगर नॉन टर्मिनल सिंबल नहीं है तो आपको क्लोजर ऑपरेशन नहीं करना है। अदरवाइज अगर आपके यहाँ पे सपोज E डैश प्लस के यूनर की जगह पे सपोज कोई नॉन टर्मिनल सिंबल होता, प्लस की जगह पे अगर कोई नॉन टर्मिनल सिंबल होता तो आपको ये पूरा उसका क्लोजर ऑपरेशन करके उसको एक्सपांड करना पड़ता। आर यू गेटिंग दिस? अब जैसे जैसे आगे बढ़ोगे आपको पता चलेगा। ठीक है, अभी मुझे ये बताओ कि सो वी कैन डिक्लेयर दिस सेट एज I1 बिकॉज दिस प्रोडक्शंस आर डिफरेंट। if even if डॉट का पोजीशन अगर अलग है then also you have to declare it as a different set, right? Now go to, you have to approach each and every production. Go to I0 here, what is it? Go to I0, abhi what is the next non-terminal symbol, tell me? T. Okay, so what you are going to do, what will be your production? I0 comma T. So your production will be T gives T dot star F, and what would be the next production? It would be, sorry, this would be the second one. E gives T dot and T gives T dot star F, and this will be your I3 set state. Sorry, I2. Sorry, I2. Now you know. Now see this. What you have done? यहाँ पे डॉट के पीछे जहाँ पे T आ रहा है उसको आपने डॉट आपका मूव किया I0 कॉमा T. सो I0 एंड नॉन टर्मिनल सिंबल T. सो आपने यहाँ पे डॉट लिखा, यहाँ पे डॉट लिखा, और कहीं पे डॉट के पीछे T आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है तो इसलिए आपने नहीं लिखा। और यहाँ पे उसको मूव करने के बाद यहाँ पे डॉट के पीछे कोई नॉन टर्मिनल सिंबल नहीं है इसलिए यहाँ पे आपका क्लोजर ऑपरेशन नहीं हुई। Now this set is called as I2 set. Now the third would be what? Tell me. Third operation would be what? Go to I0 comma I0 comma F, right? So it would be T gives F dot, and this would be your I3. Okay, now the next would be go to I0 comma what? टेल मी अभी क्या आया I0 कॉमा ओपनिंग ब्रैकेट, राइट? So it would be I0 comma opening bracket. Now it would be uh, 1 second. F gives opening bracket E. Now can you notice anything here? Dot is before E. So E is a non-terminal symbol. Okay. So E is a non-terminal symbol. So you have to, आपको closure operation करना पड़ेगा इसमें. तो E का closure operation करेंगे तो क्या आएगा? E gives dot E plus T and E gives dot T. Now dot आ गया मतलब you have to include all production. So it will be the production, सभी production आ जाएंगे फिर से. क्यों आ जाएंगे? क्योंकि यहाँ पे फिर T आया फिर से, तो T के भी दो production आएंगे. T gives T cross F, then T gives dot F. ऐसे ही है ना? Then F gives ID, and this will be I4 set, right? So ये जो है ये अपना आपका go to operation, लेकिन इसमें इसके बाद अगर आपका because you have got non-terminal symbol, you had to repeat all the steps. So E gives dot E plus T, E gives dot T, T gives, so these two productions are repeated because of this particular dot T, and these productions are repeated because of this. Are you getting this? Is this clear? Okay. अभी हम कहाँ पहुंचे हैं? अभी हम पहुंचे हैं I0 सेट में, यहाँ पहुंचे थे, ठीक है? अभी आपका I0 सेट, आपको पूरा I0 सेट at once you have to do one operation only, right? So here अभी इसमें अपने ये dot move किया, अभी इसका बाकी है, so you have to do this, right? So it would be I0 comma what? I0 comma I0 comma ID. So it will be F gives ID dot. Okay, so it will be I5. This all states are different. Okay, you have completed I0 set. This up to this you have completed. Now you need to complete all the other states. जब तक सभी डॉट जो है ये पीछे वाले डॉट्स नहीं आ जाते हैं तब तक you have to keep doing this, right? So now what we are going to do till now, is it clear? Say yes or no. Now what you have to do, you have to start with I1 set. Okay, so let us यहाँ पे रखना है, बाजू में ही रखते हैं. I0 यहाँ से I1. अभी मुझे बताओ कि I1 में क्या आएगा? I1 comma this set is I1, right? So this dot is at the end. So in this production you do not have to move the dot. So where's the dot right now? After dot, what is it? Dot के बाद क्या है? Plus. Very good. So dot के बाद है plus. So यहाँ पे आप क्या लिखोगे? I1 comma plus. So what would be the next thing? I1 comma plus. So your production will be E gives E plus dot T. अभी यहाँ पे क्या है? डॉट के बाद T. So you have to include productions of T also. So it would be again same thing. T gives T cross F. T gives F. You might be feeling that this is too long, but this मतलब उसमें 10 मार्क का एक एग्जाम्पल होता है ये. सॉरी एक्सक्यूज 10 मार्क्स का एक एग्जाम्पल होता है जनरली. तो मतलब इट इज वर्थ टू लर्न. नाउ what other things we need to include? Now because this is dot F, we will need to include F gives and F gives ID. Any production is left? Say yes or no? We have included all the productions. Now this will be considered as I6. Okay. Now I1 is completed. I1 is completed, right? This is completed. Now you have to go for I2. In I2, what you have to do? I2 is I2 comma star. Okay. In I2 comma star, what is it? I2 comma star. So it will be T gives T star dot F. Right? So T gives T star dot F. Now here you are having F after the dot. So you have to include productions of F also. So F gives dot E, F gives ID. This will be your I7. Till now this is clear? Say yes or no. Okay. Now I2 is clear? Yes? Anyone is
I1
asking?
मैम I1
Yes.
कॉमा प्लस के अंदर I gives dot T भी होगा ना?
I gives
dot T मैंने चैट में लिखा है.
so एक मिनट. I2 के अंदर कौन सा? I1 के अंदर? I2 के अंदर
I1 कॉमा प्लस में.
हाँ वो आएगा आपका नेक्स्ट में. वो जो है आपका E gives E plus dot, वो जब आप ये I4 I6 अप्रोच करोगे तब आएगा.
अच्छा ओके.
At from one state you have to move one dot, one pointer. Like here also we were having this, right? यहाँ पे हमने I0 में से we have moved like E dot plus, पर उसी जगह पे हमने फिर डॉट को फिर से मूव नहीं किया. आपको एक टाइम पे एक ही स्टेप लेना है. Got it? So यहाँ पे आपने एक बार मूव किया, then you have to just forget it. Then because आपका अब जब ये जैसे है E gives E dot plus T, आप बोल रहे हो कि और एक डॉट सपोज आगे जाएगा, तो वो आपका कब अप्रोच होगा? जब आप अप्रोच करोगे I6. ठीक है. सो ऑल प्रोडक्शन विल बी अप्रोच्ड, बट आपका स्टेट जो है वो डिफरेंट हो जाएगा उस टाइम पे. आप जब पार्सिंग करोगे तब ये स्टेट का कंसेप्ट आपको थोड़ा और क्लियर होगा. राइट नाउ यू जस्ट नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट हाउ यू आर क्रिएटिंग डिफरेंट स्टेट्स. टिल ओके आयुष? हाँ. नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज व्हाट? I7 हमने किया था वो स्टार का I2 का था. ठीक है. तो I2 का हो गया T gives T star dot F. तो F का आपने इंक्लूड किया. अभी आपका I3. तो I3 में ऑलरेडी डॉट ये एंड पे. So you do not have to again approach it. right? Now you are going to approach I4. Okay, so in I4, what you have to do? You need to approach this E. So so next would be I4. Go to I4 comma E. तो यहाँ पे आपका डॉट के पीछे जो ई है वो कौन कौन से प्रोडक्शन में है? एक ये प्रोडक्शन में है और एक ये प्रोडक्शन, ठीक है? तो आपका दोनों ई मूव होगा, सो इट विल बी व्हाट? एफ गिव्स एक डॉट यहां से यहां मूव हुआ एंड द नेक्स्ट इज ई गिव्स ई डॉट प्लस T, and this will be considered as your I8 production. Till now, is it clear? So yes or no? Okay. Now the next thing would be next. अभी I4 खत्म नहीं हुआ, so क्या करेंगे? Go to I4 comma go to I4 comma क्या है? I4 comma T, right? So अभी go to I4 comma T करोगे तो आपका प्रोडक्शन क्या आएगा? E gives T dot, है कि नहीं? E gives T dot and T gives T dot star F. ऐसा कोई प्रोडक्शन आ गया है पहले? I2 is the same production, right? I2 has the same production. So यहाँ पे you are not going to you are not going to make a new state. You are going to write the same state. So when you write I4 comma T, then you will get the same state and then you are going to write I2 because you will get the same productions as here. We are going to solve more examples on this, so don't worry. Right now, let us finish this. Though the time is over, but let us finish this. इसमें पता चला कि I2 क्यों मैंने लिखा? Okay. Now the next is go to I4 comma F. Same. Go to when you write go to I4 comma F, you will get the same production. T gives F dot, and it is your I3 production. So you are going to write I3. Then go to I4 comma opening bracket. So when you write opening bracket I4 comma opening bracket, which production you will get? Which production you will get? So you will get the same production as which production you will get? So when you write this production, you will get the same production as I4. Right? Go to I4 comma opening bracket and you will get the same production as I4. Right? Same production as I4. Then what would be the next thing? Go to I4 comma what? Go to I4 comma ID and you will get the same production as I5. Okay? So now this I4 is completed, but all states are repeated. Right? Now you need to approach, go to I5. So what is I5? I5 is already completed. It is ID. Okay, so you do not have to write it again. So you are going to approach I6. Okay, so I6 comma T. Okay, so you are going to move T. So here what you are going to have? You are going to move t. So you are going to have I6 comma t. So you will be having E gives t dot. है ना? E gives t dot. E gives, sorry, E plus t dot. Okay. And t gives t dot cross f. And this is new. So this will be declared as I9. This I9 is clear? Now the next is I6 only, I6 comma F. This will again be the same thing, I6 comma F. I6 comma F will be what? T gives F dot कौन सा state है? T gives F dot कौन सा state है? T gives F dot is I3, right? Is I3. Then I6 comma opening bracket is I4, I6 comma ID is I5, right? The states are repetitive here. Okay. So now you are going to approach with state I7, right? I7 comma F. I7 comma F. So states will be what? T gives T cross F dot, right? You can see I7 comma F. There is no another F. So T gives T cross F dot. And this will be considered as I10. Okay. And then what is the next step? Next step is I7 only, right? Again, I7 comma opening bracket will be I4, I7 comma ID will be I5. Now the last state we are approaching, any state is remaining, I8, right? I8 is remaining, and I8 is what? I8 is closing bracket, and it would be E gives, F gives closing bracket dot, and this will be considered as I11. And the last is what? This, right? So if you'll see, then I8 comma plus. So I8 comma plus will be same as I6, right? When you do plus, then it will be same as I6. So here you are going to write I6. This you have to write, though it is repetitive, because in table it will be useful. And then what is it? Star mein, this is also remaining. This is also remaining. So you are going to write I9 comma star, and it will be same as I9 comma star will be same as I7. So these are your canonical set which you have to generate. पता चला इसमें? This is long, but the process is repetitive. So practice से ही आएगा. Practice से you will get different states. I want you to write this so that we can, when we'll create parsing table on Thursday, it will be clear to you. Any questions? Okay, thank you all of you. Have a great week ahead. I'll end the lecture.